Assalamu alaikum. My name is Aisha and I am a Muslim mother. My question is about riba and science.
Riba?
Yeah, riba and science.
She said riba and science. Riba and science.
Yeah.
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah. And since we have heard that science have originated from Islam, and I wonder how we can take our young Muslim students ummah back to the scientific track without taking riba.
Good question, sister. As I understood what the sister is saying, riba and science, or riba and education, how can we get our children back to the track of understanding, appreciating, and excelling in science? And how can we get them back on track where they can excel in education without taking out loans where they become slaves of riba from the very beginning? Is that what you meant, sister? Is that what she meant?
Yes, I do.
Huh?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Although, sister, that is not exactly part of the topic, I'm going to make it part. I'll make it part. Okay, because I mentioned in my talk that riba is one of the greatest crimes of humanity today. And if people were to follow the sunnah of the Prophet ﷺ, we would get rid and modify that crime. And most of us in this room here, all of us are enslaved one way or another to riba. Using these plastic cards, buying cars, buying other things on credit, okay, living above your means, so you have become a slave. Even the children inside the womb are slaves to debt already. So the sister's question is quite a good question. First of all, sister, the children inherit what we give them and what we leave them. If you and your husband, if me and my wife, if we ourselves are slaves of riba, then our children are slaves also. And who made them a slave? We made them slaves. Now, what's the alternative, somebody might say? Sheikh, we live in a riba society. Riba is everywhere. You can't get nothing without riba. You can't buy a house without riba. No, that's not true. The Kafirs have made us frustrated. The Kafirs have made us think to themselves they controlling everything, and that we can't get a house unless we buy it on credit. We can't buy a car unless we buy it on credit. We can't get an education unless we get it on credit. We got to go to student loan. No, they put that inside of our head and then they threw away the key. This is the way the Kafirs work. This is the way shaitan work. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Quran, Allahu waliyyu alladhina amanu yukhrijuhum min adh-dhulumati ila an-nur walladhina kafaru awliya'uhum at-taghut yukhrijunahum min an-nur ila adh-dhulumat ulaika ashab an-nari hum fiha khalidun. So the answer is in the Quran. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, after this day, give up all connections with riba. Give it up. And if you give it up and you fear Allah, I recited the ayah earlier, وَمَنْ يَتَقِ اللَّهِ يَجْعَلْ لَهُ مَخْرَجًا. If you fear Allah, He will give you a way out of the riba. And He will give you a choice other than the riba. And He will provide you for the way that you could never have imagined, because He loves you and He selects for you and He gives you this alternative. Subhanallah. Sister, we have engaged in several contracts, the Purpose of Life Foundation, and we never used a bank. The building that we're in right now, that we will buy, inshallah, say inshallah, it will cost us $3.5 million. A 47,000 square foot building, maybe the size of this whole place here, not this, the whole place. The first question I asked the owner, do you own this building free and clear? He said, yes. Good. Then I'm going to buy this building from you. I'm going to give you $250,000 down deposit, and I will give you $250,000 for the next 10 years. No riba, no bank. You hold the title, you give me a deed. It's called the land contract. Before the Yahudis, the Zionists, before the Zionists came here to this country, people were doing land contracts and there was no interest involved. We're going back to the land contract. So if Muslims use their mind and stop following their desires. In one surah of the Quran, Allah says, وَمَنْ خَافَ مَقَامَ رَبِّهِ وَنَهَى النَّفْسِ عَنِ الْهَوَىٰ. Is this the ayah? وَمَنْ خَافَ مَقَامَ رَبِّهِ وَنَهَى النَّفْسِ عَنِ الْهَوَىٰ. See, whoever fears the standing with Allah in front of their Lord, and because of that, they suppress and they deny their nafs. For them, there will be Jannah. And for whoever does not, there will be nar. So all the Muslims have to do is suppress their nafs. Give up all this excess stuff that you use, all this bling bling stuff you want, that you got to wind up being slaves. And come back to Allah, and you will find out, inshallah, that this country and America and the Western world, they will eat from our hands. Why? Because they will find out that they are slaves and that we are free. Allahu Akbar. But the parents have to teach the children that. Otherwise, your children will follow exactly what you do, and they will be worse slaves. And Allah is the best knower.